program, the Jamaican Schoolboy football program. I am your host, Mario Dakers, aka Military Guna TV. Glad to have you guys here with me tonight. And we're looking to have a good show, people. We are looking to have a very, very entertaining show. But what we have here tonight is a preview of the Championship Cup. Well, Champions Cup. Can I say Championship? Of the Champions Cup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. And as I say, I'm looking forward to have a very, very entertaining evening. We have a guest coming on tonight. Mr. Dwayne Richards from Yardy Sports TV. He will be coming on tonight. We have regular panelists possible coming on, Fabian. We have Shaz also coming on as well. So, and you know, I am still here. Hopefully everyone is doing good. Hopefully everyone is doing very, very fantastic in the beginning of the new year. New year, same football. And guess what? So you're lucky. Big up first person I also drop on the comment section. People, as you know, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button as well. We wanted to hit the landmark of the 1,000 subscribers on the Schoolboy football program. We are 50 subscribers away from that. And we wanted to get that done before the end of the year. And we wanted to hit the 1,000, but we didn't do so. But in all aspects, we're still aiming for that. As you know, higher heights is we're aiming at. And more regular content coming out. We went a bit dormant, but as you know. So tomorrow is a championship game. And let me tell you something. I am actually in Montego Bay right now. I am in Montego Bay. So all of the Mobile man them, big up on yourself. Me na top a region, me na. They are top a place, you know. So you don't know, me pass William the place, you know. See the youth them a train on the football field. I mean, stop by, I couldn't get to stop by. So Fabian come in as early as possible. Look, he looks stressed. Big up, Fabian, how go on?
Big up, bro. Big up. Stress. Bless up everybody. We turn out early. Back again.
Well, Shaz coming on as well. So big up, Shaz.
Oh, go on.
Well, me there right now. Me I use an earphone. I use it still now, and everything sound low that night. But anyway, yeah, man. All right. So first of all, Fabian, again, Happy New Year. How things so far? I've checked if you know all right, you know.
Yeah, man. Everything good, man. Everything is okay. Happy New Year to everybody watching. Shaz, Happy New Year, just the same. You know, when it's New Year, people always have like New Year's resolution and saying New Year. I'm not one of those persons. For me, it's just another day, a month, another year. I don't have to wait on New Year's to make a resolution. So if anybody listening to this want to make a resolution and say, "Oh, I'm going to wait until 2023," this is the push that you need. Get up and do it tomorrow. All right. So everything is good so far. A little bit cool, but you know that's just how it is.
I want to say, I'm post some stuff the other day, say, anybody have them thing, they can keep it to themselves. New Year resolution, because if I want to do something, they can get up and do it tomorrow, as I say. But that's plan for the year. I don't know what the other year holds. So you can't have plan for something beyond expectation, as it is. That would look fair, bro. Big up yourself, Fabian.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
A couple of times we're still about to go, but Marian, if I invite you, just run some short video. And the actor with them. The actor with them, like, we talk about them. So, are you damn again? If I talk about it, eh?
Yeah.
A long time. This man, I know what that. I think military was one of the first persons who break the Damara grain.
No, we know, but that's it. But you know, we talk about it. You know, we discuss it.
All right.
Discuss
No.
man, we can go for the bench, you know.
I'm sure. Well, is it the reason I couldn't do the live because I'm damn mobile and the week are kind of busy for me. Busy with this. I mean, I feel the place me there. I mean, can tell us if I drive. I mean, I look out for see if I tap a boy then see me.
if I did link me earlier, I make you go watch one nice game today, no boy.
Which part?
Me make you go watch one. Me can't talk on live on the ear, but me could have make you watch a nice game today, no. And a secure location though. Secure location.
Yeah.
No, you will not.
Unless a night match time reach late.
All right, so we have a few people in the comment section who come early. You look, he said me there live. Maxine Brown said all is there. Big up. Michael Smart said fervent life. Hey man, them come out to the Mark Skater and come to the one done a hit tomorrow. Maxine said 140. Dalton Wright said bless up. You don't know that. Sweden Real Football said up the man them. Big up. Man have a Manchester City. I tell her Shaz when I'm a criminal self in a man. When I'm a criminal self Manchester. You can't tell her war of Shaz in a man. I can't catch Pep in a man. I referee. Yes, I referee.
I know Shaz man. I just referee.
Me glad say Shaz see it still and know what I go and tell. Shaz not biased enough. Shaz not biased.
If I give it to the hand, man.
Yeah, man, you get to and
You
you could
Shaz not biased when you reach a game later.
All right. So
Okay, step again.
I want to jump on it, man.
We're gonna get there, Shaz. Don't worry, we're gonna get there.
Shaziga, we're gonna get there, man. So I'm gonna go up on the Jamaican Schoolboy football Twitter page. People, if you never follow it, please. If you know Twitter and Instagram, Twitter and Facebook page, you get consistent updates as the bread hot, you get a drop. If it goes score less than 10 seconds, it drop. Not even flash sofa scores not so fast. Not even flash and sofa scores not so fast, Bunny. All right, so let me bring it up. So these are the fixtures. Tell me if you not see good, Fabian.
No, but me just know them out of my head, so.
You not show good?
No, me can't see. Well, I'm on my phone, so maybe.
Okay.
Me can't see it, man. Me can't see it, but me know them in my head, so.
I check it on my phone. Yeah, man, it a show good, man. Once on a 360p, my phone a show. Me should put 720. Crystal clear. Michael Smart said, big up JC Run and Pan Garvey turn them in gravy tomorrow. Hey, me do a little short when them just dropping them. Me do a little short video, you know. And me and Mr. Maxwell the reason. Paul Maxwell say, this is a surprise game when you think for some reason Garvey must say I go overthrow JC. Me not gonna say no, it can't happen because it's a football. Football is a game of how you view it, you know, and anything can ball run. JC can get a red card and anything. I give her a little slappy penalty. But and in my first person here says
me have one question.
Yeah, run the question.
When you were having the conversation with Mr. Paul Maxwell, were you guys drinking?
Remember saying me predict JC if you win it, you know, despite how good JC is.
Bro, we have seen Garvey Maceo play. We have seen Jamaica College play. I'm not saying it is impossible. I'm not saying it is impossible, but for Garvey Maceo to surprise Jamaica College, it will take an arm and a leg and everything. They have to show the whole house, not just the kitchen sink at Jamaica College. I am not being biased towards Jamaica College. I just don't see Garvey Maceo beating Jamaica College at all.
Yeah, that's true. And we can't say that never happened. No. We can't say that never happened.
Surprise like Arsenal and come play some ball.
Remember, you know, said Garvey Maceo was the team that we said, all right. In the group, we said Stets was the team who got advanced in the group. And most of us agree that Stets was the better team, playing better football. That Stets would advance. And when the dust settled and all like, you know the standoff. You ever watch Western movie? I see them standoff and the whole shooting going on, and be shot fire all over the place on the final day. And when you see dust settle and look at bush or run cross, I know say it's a live bush, no, run cross the little walkway there. And when you see that run across the walkway there, Gav Massey still standing, man. Everybody expect Gav Massey is supposed to be down as well. Them still standing.
Gary Massey had a look at the draw.
Suppose them are a hard man. What if they're just a hard man for them?
Or they are just lucky.
Go on, man, Fabian, they can't keep on as a look. The man, them, when they expect to come out with them, just 2 hours, they can't say a look.
No, I mean, and this is why I said it was a look. If the fixtures was reversed and States had St. Thomas for their last game and the guy from Masia had Froome for their last game, States would have advanced. It's just as simple as that. Even though both teams played and they draw 2-2. I mean, it's just a look at the draw. Guy from Masia had that easier last game than States, and States did enough in that last game. Guy from Masia just outplay them or outscore them. It's just
how long we can really say, look, I carry them. How long we can do that?
It's not a matter of saying, look, carrying them. They were good in the first round. Remember, they did not lose any game. You know, they haven't lost a game yet in the entire competition. As a matter of fact. However, where Froome dominated that game. If it wasn't for the red card, we would be having a completely different conversation. So I'm not saying that they are looking to reach this far. I'm just saying in that specific game or in that specific quarterfinal round, they got the luck of the draw. I'm not saying them lucky if it go through, but the luck of the draw. And you need that sometimes in football. You need to get a lucky draw where they had the easiest game last. And when they had the target, all they had to do was just outscore States or score, I think, 5 more than States, and that's what they did. So they still had to put in the work, you know, but they just had to look at the draw.
But Fabian, at the same time, you know, if you're in a group like this, you know what the situation, you don't leave it for the last game, you know. And that's where States fail in terms of leaving it for the last game.
All right, I don't consider States to fail. Remember, States give St. Thomas 6.
No, but no, based on the group.
But all right. So the first, shots, but the first game in the quarterfinal group, every team plays their first game harder than how they play their second and then third game because everybody has a chance to qualify. So when everybody St. Thomas played States harder than how they played against Froome and how they play against Garvey Massey. Because at that point, they were all starting from the same 0 points. First game going in, they're going to throw everything at the game. They're motivated and all of that. And States beat them 6.
Oh, okay.
When they were dejected and demotivated, that is when Garvey Massey played them. Remember, States give them 6, Froome give them 9. You understand what I say? Who would you rather play in your last game to advance? A team that just 9 or a team that just get 9?
But I don't want to play team.
So that is why I say it was. That is why I say it was the luck of the draw. But Garvey, they still had to work because they still had to score and they still had to win the games. You understand? So I'm not saying that the team is lucky. I'm just saying that they had a lucky break with the draw and they capitalized on it. So Garvey Massey fans, do not come for me. I'm just talking how I see it.
So right now, King Kenrick said right now Garvey played better than CC.
Which CC and which Garvey? None of the CCs Garvey is playing better than none of the CCs. I would go in depth on how Garvey plays, but I am not. I'm going to say I don't believe in giving unfair advantage. I know Jamaica College, they have already done their homework. So the Jamaica College coaching staff, they know exactly what to expect from Garvey Massey. And if Garvey Massey come with something different, I've said this is probably the 100th time I'm going to say this. Jamaica College has that ability to change tactics mid-game and adjust to any game situation.
All right. So from my point of view, what I've seen, Garvey Massey team is a very physical, imposing team. Jamaica College is a very technically good team. Now, one thing we can both agree on is this. All of us as panelists can agree on this. Garvey Massey can see goal. JC can see goal. JC can lapse can find themselves laps like what they did against stats intelligence and laps and go down 3-1. Is it stats?
Yeah,
Against
yeah.
just like that. If JC find himself in a position like that, do you think? Now I go to you for a shot. Do you think that JC can come back from Garvey if they find themselves in a similar position as they did against that?
Yeah, more likely, more definitely. Because I mean, as I said, them technically better than Garvey.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll say them better than Garvey. Not maybe not physically, but the mindset and the whole thing is as a favor me to say is an academy over there, is a FC at a schoolboy football team. It's a properly run program over JC. So I don't think there would be any fault. I knowing that more likely the man camp for a while over the period, but Christmas break. So then so the jail and understand and learn from the mistake from the start game. So I think they're ready, man. I think they might win the game. Might win the game. So I don't. Yeah, the thing is, no, like have the open Garvey giving a fight, which is it's more likely to happen still. Whereas it's gonna be in the rural area where they're more acclimatized to those pitch and stuff. So let's see. It's supposed to be a good game. It's not gonna be an easy game where in terms of JC gonna walk over them like in terms of physicality, they're gonna impose it on JC and put it to test, isn't it? So that will be a good game, but JC is coming out on top.
All right. So since we're done the pundit, we just finish the one day. Same question got to your Fabian. If JC find himself in a situation like they did against stats, you think JC can come back from that?
Definitely. There are a few teams, and I can count on probably one hand. Few teams that if JC go down 3-1 at halftime, that they would have a lot of trouble trying to come back. I'm not going to call those three schools this year, but I can think of probably just three teams. Garver Massey is not one of them. JC went down 3-1 at halftime, and what happened in the second half? They changed their tactics. JC was playing Mona. Mona had the better first half. They were nil all at halftime. What did JC do? Change their tactics in the second half. So JC has that ability to change their tactics mid-game, and also JC has a lot of depth. So I don't whether even if JC go down 3-1 to Garver Massey at halftime, JC still has is still the favorite to come out probably a 5-3 winner in that encounter.
Yeah. Me not go dispute against it. I try to understand how highly we rate JC. As Mr.
I
Still
don't say good. I'm not coach, but you know, say I feel like say, if that really happened, knowing how Garvey played against Stets and Froome, them solid defensively now.
Agree.
And they are very physical. They are very physical, which makes it tricky.
Yeah. So if I don't know if JC ever go up against an opponent this season like that, if they can see 3 goals, well, other than KT, but if they can see 3 goals like that, how the man go react. But let's see how it go. When I like to see that still, you know, I 3-1 and then like see how it go. You know what I mean?
Yes, you would definitely like to see that. I know.
All right. So since we're upon the JC Garver Massey, Fabian, do you think this is going to be a thrashing, or it's going to be a game that is very, very competitive?
It's all right. So it's a very tricky game. It's very tricky. I have JC to win, but it's not going to be a thrashing. It all depends because Garver Massey, they are very physical. They are big. But again, remember we spoke about the management of the players over the Christmas period. JC is notoriously good at managing their players. That is one thing Jamaica College is excellent at managing their players. So I would assume that JC they are fully prepared for this game after managing their players right throughout the Christmas holidays.
Okay.
All right. So maybe because I know something about JC, I don't know how well Garver Macio did that because that takes a lot of resources and all of that. So it is going to be a tricky game, and
Mm-hmm.
I cannot say it's going to be a clear cut victory or a hard fought or a close game. I just know
Mm-hmm.
that JC will come out on top in this one. Garver
Mm-hmm.
Macio will probably be physical and be imposing on JC, but I mean you can only do that for so long. So
So
they will be that way until JC will keep coming until they finally hammer the door down.
So basically, that'd be a similar situation, like say a technical team like a Man City versus a very physical team like a Burnley. Over the years, I've known that the technicality normally outdo the physicality.
Most cases.
Most. As I'm saying
Mhm.
normally. Shaz, what do you think about this game? So it's going to be a trashing, or it's going to be a very very difficult and Tiben, you know, score prediction.
You have to write it down, you know. I mean, I have a laptop on my phone, me depend. Write it down. I can give you the score for JC game doing. I can give you my prediction.
Well, me write it down, man. Me
I
write it
I
down.
I I, I can even go on a limb and give you a goal score as to
Wait, so what is score predictions now?
JC 2-0. You want goal score as to
No, man, you're not forgetting.
Duncan Mackenzie and Giovanni Mito.
All right. Shaz, now I'm going to you now, Shaz. Will this be a easy beating for an easy walkover for a JC, or will it be one of a very demanding and commanding game in all aspects?
It's this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a game about who is more technical on the ball. Is more quick at moving the ball and the ball works. Because I mean, as we say, Gavia come the bulldozer them you there. Cause them that them come with them intention to say yo, not an embarrassment from these top school. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
they come with the intention like be physical, try to
Impose
put in
yourself
them
on him.
put in them little you know them professional foley.
Mm-hmm.
Break up player with a little tackler or something.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to really give JC that. I don't think I'll give JC as much space as possible.
Mm-hmm.
JC will dominate position. Hope sports must give you a good thing in possession this time. But
No, you go
JC
get
will
45, 55 again.
45, 55 is it on?
45, 55 we go get again transports match.
but I think JC will win the game 2-1. 2-1.
All right, 2-1.
I think 2-1, yeah. I think Gavi that we have the ability to score. When I get a goal score because the possibility Fabian play them all cool up
All right.
tomorrow.
Yes, in this game, me personally, the first time when I said Gav Massive, I personally, me pretty Gav Massive for country round, you know, but that was on the basis of sets falling, not just couldn't cope and not getting it over the line. Even if albeit that is what happened, but for me personally, I think that I will not write off this Garver Massio team. I think this Garver Massio team has a lot to prove. They are actually the team that most persons are saying that is actually one of the weakest team who passed through. That basically everybody has said that. So I would say that they have a lot more to prove than anybody else. They have a lot more to prove than anybody else. I mean, no say this won't be an easy game, and it could be the mere fact that they have more to prove means that they will push a little bit harder and make this game extremely difficult for a JC. I
I know,
think that this is yeah.
I know, they don't really them have much to prove because I mean, in their sense, enough of them do know them are the underdog, you know. They don't really
Mm-hmm.
need to like impress nobody, you know. They don't like live
You
up to nobody
want to know
expectation. You know what I mean?
some of the underdog story, you know.
Yeah, so they are the
Me,
underdog
me,
and they make them have it
me,
in their mind to say no, they might just play for them football and see what can
yeah.
really go on. Yeah, just like that.
I I predict JC to win the Manning Cup, but not the Champions Cup. I think Garvey Massio might get something from this game. I see this game going to a 1-1 at full time. I personally see this game going to 1-1 at full time. And I think that this Garver Macio team, because of their physicality, their speed and power, will impose themselves on JC. I am not sure if JC can cope because remember, country school can cope with the physicality, Town school, them technical, them not really cope well against the physicality, but they can play around the physicality. But I think that the pace and power what Garver Macio come with, I think it might prove a little bit difficult for the Jamaica College team, and I think that I'm expecting to see a 1-1 from this game. At the time, me can't tell what else I'm not at the time, so me I go for a 1-1. Me don't know what I go on for at the time, but me I go for a extra time. So me I go for a 1-1 for this one now. I know me as a Fabian, I say me I say. Remember say Fabian, me love jump off a limb, So,
No, but you selecting, you choosing a 1-1 is you jumping off of them.
Yeah, that's strange for me. That's strange for me. Me I go for a 1-1. Me I go for a 1-1.
And there's no extra time. It's straight penalties after 90.
Straight penalties after. See there? Straight penalties. Me I go for a 1-1. And you know say anything at not penalties that have nothing to do with good at school be or what history school have. Nothing. That have to do with nerves and who can hold their nerves. And Garvey must have a lot of experienced players. So I could see how the one go. So I can move off of that. We'll go up on the next game. We'll go up on Charlie Smith versus CC. Let me start off first. I'm normally go last. Charlie Smith versus CC. Personally, this game, I think this game would definitely be one of the game them who I would say would have gone as expected. I think Clarendon College have a little bit more in the tank than Charlie Smith. Not saying that Charlie Smith is not good enough, but I just think that Clarendon College has a little bit more gasoline to pour into the fire, even though going to the latter stages of the game. Clarendon College on I think they score a lot of even goals. Them can maintain the 90 minutes of quality football. They can maintain 90 minutes of quality football. So even if you see them score a goal in the first half, just know say in the second half, even the late part of the second half, them still can score. Charles Smith is a team with Clarendon College a team where you cannot predict that they will score whatever time. You can't predict. Them have goals, them can defend. The only thing that might go against them is the fact that they concede, but they do know how to defend. Now, Fabian alluded to something earlier in regards to the player management coming off of the holiday season. I think the first game might tell a decent story in regards to how these players are managed throughout the holiday season. Because me can tell you right now, at the 1st of December, me weigh 180 pounds. And right now, at this point in time, me dey about 2 bills. so if the players don't stay like me, you're going to see some fat man when you feel walk up and down. But anyways, I think that Clarendon College will with this one. I can say I'm seeing a 2-1 with this one. Fabian, what do you think about this one?
Another tricky game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Charlie Smith beating Clarendon College. I think Clarendon College has too much firepower up front.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm predicting goals in this one.
Mm-hmm.
So I expect Clarendon College to dominate the ball. And I expect once they have been managed properly, I expect them to score a lot of goals. Charlie Smith, no disrespect to Charlie Smith, I just don't think Charlie Smith has enough to get past Clarendon College, who have been improving in every single game. They have been getting better and better, especially defensively. They have been getting better and better defensively. So I expect Clarendon College to win this game by about 3-1.
Okay. Shaz, it's your school listener, man. Calm down and nobody overhype your school, you know.
Game, it's like just as I said, it's gonna be one of the trickiest game. 2 tricky games and this when I say these are the bottom and the one at the top. We won't try to top with top one. But that game is going to be a close one. Because, Charlie, I don't know if it's because they get the second bite at the cherry. They haven't been a bad teams in the second round of the group series Manning Cup, so they were pretty much redeemed themselves from
hungry.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a sticky game. Another it can be physical because they know Charlie normally play physical football. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good game, a good football, a good game to watch. I think it's gonna be a 2-1. I think it's gonna be a 2-1, like I say, Clarendon College favor. I think they have enough to sustain and to really get the result they deserve. You know what I mean? As somebody said in the comment section, it always chicken and sense where they ever feel at this cup. But I think this year they can really pose some threat and make it to the semi-final.
All right. Well said. So we just send Fabian the predictions then. What shall I say again, Fabian? 2-1? Shall I say again 2-1?
Yeah, man, 2-1 Clarendon.
All right. Close, pretty close. All our predictions are pretty close.
3-1 no bad, 3-1 no bad, because I mean, they might be telling them, but the aspect, I don't stick with the 2-1.
I miss the 2-1. Why look like Fabian are going to win that one? I miss the 2-1.
They're going all of them. They're going all 4 of them. Watch.
You could see, no? The 3-1 sound like I'm better show still, but me I stick to my guns. All right, so we have me I go with Dint. Me I go with the stats.
No, do Shaz game first. Left a big game for last.
All right, we have KC versus Manning. All right, so where's Khadija? What we need her. You see how far Manning's reach? And you know, so Khadija set her up and Manning's and make them go so far.
But they can't link kind of where she come from.
Maybe she come from.
I don't know, it's more likely just not them not pass Westmoreland. So I guess more likely.
Every time, you know, that's funny thing about it. Every time we touch Manning's, a Khadija, first name pop up. Anytime we touch Manning's, a Khadija, I first name pop up. Fabian, I'm waiting about the game, man.
All right, so we have been discussing games and say we have some tricky games. This for me is probably the most unpredictable of all of the games because Kingston College looks really good.
Agree.
However, if Manning's come out to play, it is going to be a very difficult game for KC. This is the game that I am expecting to be the most exciting game of this round, the KC Mannings, because you have two teams that will not lie down and play dead. These are two teams who will genuinely go out and try and win the game. So I am expecting a really, really good game with KC and Mannings. I also have to think about how they manage the players. I know Kingston College, they're a big school and they have the resources. So I would assume that they have managed their players well throughout the Christmas period. However, this year, Mannings seem to be good in all aspects. Management, player preparation, all of those areas. So I would assume that both teams are fully prepared for this game. So persons who are expecting, I'm sorry that fans not gonna be there. Persons who are expecting a big game, this is the big game. Manning's versus Kingston College. This is probably the game that is hardest to predict for me. This is the game that I think will go to penalties.
What if I decide surprise?
This is for me. This is the one that I can predict all of the games except this one. So this is the one that I am very, very iffy about, and I have two predictions in my head, with 3 different score lines.
What run them now?
I have Kingston College to win by 2-1, or I have KC to win 3-2, so they're winning by a 1-goal margin, or I have a 1-1 draw, or a 2-all draw. Like for the whole entire day,
Not bad.
I sat down and I'm thinking about this game. This game is going to be it's for me personally, it is the hardest game for me. But if I was to lean to anybody, I would lean towards Kingston College. But then I don't know. Mannings, they will genuinely try to win the game, and Mannings can play.
Mm-hmm.
Mannings can. I wish this should have been the TV game.
It's a little bit. So you're saying not giving a score for that?
I
Not
just
giving nothing for right down.
it's complicated for this game. I I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to go. I'm give you 4 score no boss. I mean, don't know which one of them yet.
Yeah.
I am gonna go with a 2-2 draw. So write down 2-2 for me. And here the Kingston College. I don't go in the comment section, and I know the Kingston College fans in the comment section are murder me right now. Worse after me big up JC someone.
No, let me tell you, man. Everybody humble when they come on to this stage of competition. No, nobody can make too much nice. Nobody can make too much nice. So me go run through because I left it last week side to your shot. For me, as I say, tough game. Very, very, very tough game. KCI favorites win Manning Cup, but this is not Manning Cup. This is not Man Cup. This is actually two teams who actually play well in each respectful region football, Dakar Cup and Manning Cup respectfully. It's going to be a tough game. I may agree with you. Look like a draw, Phoebe. I may agree with you. Me I go say a KC 1-0, possible a penalty. Me then get possible a penalty. So me I say KC 1-0. Moodman I say upset there still. Moodman I say upset there still. So but I say go. Shaz, what's your thoughts?
I listen to I listen to keenly, me leave us me quiet. Quiet a bit from my turn, because I said that two of them from far out, I said that two of them from far out. You know them piercing kick there, them piercing kick there?
Yeah.
But them piercing kick there, man, give from far out, way out.
Rifle.
Man, I give on a CMD, on a central midfielder kick them. You know them kick there, Fabian?
Yeah, Shaz, there are 4 games, and this is the one that I prepare to gladly get wrong. Yeah?
Two love case they win. Clean. Two love.
Okay.
Two love, no doubt. I don't see money beating this KC side. I don't see money beating this KC side. Look at that deal. All who was step with a player and not. Hey, them good feel the KC want play ball for man. Them good surface there, yeah. I work for space. Man is get some ball at them skin there. Watch out, God.
Alright, before we go to the last one, people, please remember to smash the like button, because we check it almost about much persons that watch and probably about 5 likes upon the video. Please, people, smash the like button. It helps with the video to get out there in the algorithm. And you don't know, say show nice, so why not just like it? If it showed so nice, why not like? If you're there, so watch if you want almost an hour now, over half an hour now, smash the like button because you like it. Most like you like it. Yoloki said, I think KC gonna get by Mannings though. I wanna feel that they have more quality to get the job done. Yeah. When you said that, like, yeah, a little bit more quality.
I'm leaning towards Yoloki too, you know. We're on the same wavelength as it when it comes on to this game, you know. We're on the same wavelength, honestly. That's why I said I am leaning. You realize that I did not select Mannings to win, and I did not choose Mannings to win. All no. The most I chose was a 1-all draw or a 2-all draw, but I'm leaning towards a KC 2-1 or a 3-2.
Agree.
Yep. And Shaz mentioned about space. I would say something, Shaz, but most love space, yeah? Right.
Shaz says he's 2-0 from Uyot. Shane Billings said Mannings have very little chance. Shane Billings, he's Mannings have very little chance. He even structured that very little. Very little
It's
chance.
obvious. It's obvious. Shane Bean is a KC old boy. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that he's a KC old boy and rep your school. So that's very good. Rep your school.
You say KC to win all cups. Maxine said KC 5 man is nil. Why? I
Another
can't.
KC supporter.
I agree. KC supported that. Me not see that happen.
No,
Me not see-
rep your school. Rep your school. Whichever school you support. So I don't have a problem with the supporters choosing the
Mhm.
far-fetched big wins.
KC. Garfield Clark said KC 2-1. Ricardo Robinson said a lot of these predictions are gonna come to North tomorrow. Me could see no.
Who said that, Ricardo? Ricardo, put your predictions in the comment section and we'll save
Yeah,
it to
man.
tomorrow. We can match your predictions with ours, please.
Yeah, me could see no. The leader said that Mr. Maxwell, Paul Maxwell, big up. 2 new players to debut for KC, one fresh from the UK. Debut at the time, yeah?
Hey, UK call right now, and at 3 o'clock at some case you're playing, you know.
Yes, sir. That's a go rough on him.
Not really worry about the new players.
Say Casey may very well win everything. I could see no tomorrow we'll know, you know. Donovan Dale, big up. Donovan
Yeah.
Dale is a
Them tell them and them tower out. So them well ready.
Where's them well ready?
Yeah, them tower out.
Where's it, Casey? Where's it? Casey sent the 2 UK player for help try beat up JC. Okay, I heard you loud and clear.
Beat up JC. Yeah, that boy.
I
JC
mean,
don't know this. JC don't know that
JC
guy.
is really Casey's big competition and our big rivals, and when you get to that bridge, you cross it because they are setting up this Champions Cup to be a JC KC showdown. But there's
that
a
them a
certain
try to
school in the
deceive it.
Costa Cup. There's a certain school in the Costa Cup that I was praying for this matchup, and it just might materialize.
It will come. Donovan Dale, big up. You see this man I want a long time supporter. I should know from a start off when media was about 10 subscribers. The man always, yeah. So big up Donovan. Massive respect. Always. I'm brother. This man, I'm a brother. Basically, brother. So, but big up, bro. Big up. Massive respect. Always respect his support, you know. Day one. And I saw that, you know, so you can go and think you can hide. Me I shout him out. All right, so big up. All right, so we can move to the final game now. I'm going to run through some of my comments because some people are bringing some predictions there. Maxine said Casey using the long ball method. They can't win, so. Dwayne Campbell said 40 for life, Casey 4, Mannings 1. Rough. Michael Smart said Mannings 3, Casey 0. Well done, Michael. You're ref your school too. Maxine said Casey have other players training from when it's called secret training.
It's kind of not secret training, but
big up A, just a check in. All right, so I'm gonna go up on the last game now. Dintil versus Stats. Start off with you, Shaz. I make Fabian say for last. Shaz, waiting for
the game. Surprise you all out tonight.
Hey.
Dintil versus Stats.
I want to say that game I'm going for how long. You see that game? I had that game. I'm going to be the trickiest game at the competition. That game, because we are see Dentil, you know, unbeaten, don't concede, and the world works, you know. But stats come with a different venom in them system this time around, you know. That is not in them recovery stage, you know, where them get their rebound, you know.
Yes, man.
Them
man.
Them move up the court. So you see that game, I feel like that game I didn't concede, you know. But them are gonna get the win. Them are win. Didn't win.
But them are concede.
Yeah, them are concede. That game them are concede, man. And that game that might be them most pressuring game. How far I'm not tell you. That may make you know. So Dintil, I mean, them supposed to see how stats play. And stats run up on JC, you know. And we all see and hear that. So Dintil should be aware, say, yeah. Stats have the capability to do little damage. So this would be the game. The most watched game all. It start 12 o'clock?
1 o'clock.
Yeah, man. This is the game where we have to go look out and say how good Dintil defense is when they beat the Stats team. It's supposed to be the game where they put to the test before even the semi-final of the Akasa Cup. So, but I think Dintil are gonna win the game. I think probably maybe a 2-1 or somewhere thereabout. Yeah, somewhere 2-1, 3-1, somewhere thereabout. But you can go to 2-1 first still.
Hold on, military internet. Oh, I think the internet gone.
Yeah, me just a 2 times. Me see flicker. Me say, "What go on here?" Me say to myself, "What go on here?" All right, so basically for me, me I look on this. You don't know, say me I rep Dentil for a long time. And I think that me never more concede because they are defend really, really good. But I think that this is going to be a tough game. Maybe they might consider as what everybody has said. At some point, it's a fiam as a football go. I don't know if you can really win a competition and not concede no goal. I don't know if that's possible. But I think that for sure, I think that Dintil will win this one. Well, not for sure, but if them come and put in the performance, player management, based off what I've heard, players were managed properly over the holiday, based off what I've heard as well. Players will come back fit. And based off of what we know, players then keep themselves fit via I call it vicarious means. So and the players will come back fat and big like me, and then belly we out the sun. I draw them down. So the players them come back well fit. I think I definitely remember now say in record say the defense that they have, those guys are actually in a professional system, so them have to act according to. But we know a few players them who definitely will were keeping themselves fit based off places that I've seen them. They might consider penalty. I don't think penalty is escapable, but I think so. But I think Dintil will win this one. If I'm a 2-0, I would say 2-1.
You have to choose one, man. Choose one and no force me if you choose one in a
That's a
KC
2-1.
game. Choose one. Okay. You no force me if you come off a fence in a KC game, you know.
That's a 2-1.
A bag where they depend, that's why, man.
What's about this now? What is about Fabian? Shaz, hold on. Shaz, what was the prediction again?
I say 2-1 man Dintil.
All right.
I wonder for that game I surprised that I go on. I wonder for that game.
Not a surprise happening in this game. Not a surprise. Dintil so far have yet to concede a goal, and that will continue tomorrow.
No, you would be surprised because that the thing now, Fabian. I say, yo, what if Dintil concede tomorrow first? Yeah.
I am going on the limb. I don't care. I'm going on the limb.
What if Dintil concede first tomorrow?
Dintil have yet to concede, and they will continue to keep a clean sheet tomorrow. Then that is why it's a prediction. It's 50-50.
Well,
that's why we call a prediction. It's not sure. If it was sure, Cornwall would be in this spot right now. If I had that power to predict a game and it come true, Cornwall would be in this spot right now.
No, but the thing is not. No, the thing is not. Fabian, when you are pretty Cornwall games, I all want to know.
Yeah, man. I mean,
they still lose.
No, but you see, when I'm on here, I make my prediction, but off here, because I make the realistic prediction, my military reason, and me tell him the Cornwall not going to win this year.
All right,
so no, because I cannot come up. Remember, I have players watching in on players from Cornwall College. You know, I rep Cornwall College, so I cannot be one of the biggest supporters of Cornwall College and come on this platform and say, "Oh, Cornwall College not going anywhere."
Fabian. Well, Mr. Richards on the show, come on the show now. Give me predictions so we can have Mr. Richards. Good things that we run through all our predictions already. Give me a prediction so we can have Mr. Richards come on the program.
All right. So Dintil 2, Stats 0. Dintil will score early. Stats will chase the game, and Dintil will score a second later in the game and kill the game.
All right.
2-0 for me.
Man, give it precise. All right, so people, I already informed you that we'll be having Mr. Dwayne Richards on the show tonight from Yardy Sports TV. Let's bring him on. Mr. Richards, are you here with?
Wait, internet a load.
Like internet bad man.
I'm telling you, you need digital internet, man. Digital internet. See, Sportsmax is powered by digital. Digital internet is the way to go.
Alright. Internet
And
alone.
while Mr. Richards is coming on, I
Mm-hmm.
can say big up to the sponsors at Schoolboy Football for making it possible this year.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them, I don't remember all of them. I know that Sportsmax, big up Sportsmax bringing out the games. The
Mm-hmm.
person can watch the games on the Sportsmax app.
Up.
TNTV, just the same. On their YouTube channel, on their website, giving us
Mm-hmm.
the games. And they are very considerate, knowing that fans are not allowed, so they bring in the games.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Water, I remember that Water is one of the
Mm-hmm.
sponsors of the team. So Pringles, I remember seeing Pringles on a jersey. Big up to all
Yeah.
the sports
Oh, we say Pringles fan. What team? And the man they look weak.
Catch, catching. I think I catching.
And the man they look weak.
I think I
But
catching.
tomorrow I will be the sponsors run through them officially.
Mm-hmm.
Again, remember we have to pick up the sponsors because without
Yeah,
them,
true.
and we wouldn't be here talking about it. And the
And
most important is
they should have sponsored me too.
big up to the schools that
Make it possible.
actually go
Principal
out
them.
and heard all of the obstacles.
The
Um,
principal them, bro. God, the principal them go
but,
through hell.
yeah, making sure that they have COVID marshals and all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
And so far the competition has run incident free. We up until this point we still did not have a COVID outbreak in any
True.
other teams. So that means the principal, the management staff of all teams, they are doing an excellent job. So
Agree.
we have to big them up and give them kudos for that, for managing the players and making sure that the guidelines and the protocols are being followed. Because health
Mm-hmm.
comes first. So the government can't say nothing
True.
next year to say schoolboy football can't keep.
All right. Let me give one little history. What do you me go check the okay, so Mr. Richards, I'm not sure why they not. Me no know. It's the internet, you know, Mr. Richards, the internet. So we probably do log off and then come back on again.
There's internet is not
Yeah.
working.
So for how me I said Fabian, one time I go check the dental coach. I go check the dental coach. I go check the dental coach and like the players over there, so. And by the time if you go close to which part then they know. That man I come out and say, oh wait, what? Wait. I said, who you? What? Where you go? Who you? I'm say, coach, me I talk to man. I said, well, as a sports bub, we know you can mash up a thing, you know. I'm saying, oh, man, and the coach reason. So yeah, man, them put the thing together. I'm like that. Me like how them protect the bubble. But Mr. Richards it's still not come on. It's still not come on. I don't know what go on. And it just not come on.
And if I flow him have flow.
Nah, come on.
If I flow him have and data done.
Possible flow. But him say my here with quite clear. Him say my here with quite clear. So I don't know why situation. I just possible I just
Because
internet problem.
we're not hearing we're not seeing him, but he's hearing us.
He's hearing us clear.
But
Some run I run through somewhere comments them. I run through somewhere comments them. I hope a comments, you know. So Richard said them 3 stats player there with the most goals are gonna murder Dentil. You could see no. Dwayne Campbell said Dentil 5 and stats 0. Purge Fire said this still 1 stats. Full A said fully CC. Ricardo Robinson said Dentil cannot stop stats from scoring none at all. Mr. Maxwell said the Dentil defense will be tested for the first and will be scored on, but they will win 2-1. Yeah. Well, at least that close to my prediction.
That must say.
Because if them all get tested for real, no? Because you know. Because the same thing you remember when I said about Edwin Allen? I same thing we said about Edwin Allen, you know. That this is gonna be first test with Edwin for Dentil and this and
how much you came in? Edwin Allen
1-0.
Yes, I know.
1-0 in the IB.
Didn't never give them much chance, but didn't never we never finish much of them chance either. But
That too.
So you remember the big name conversation that we did have?
big name
Yeah,
player.
big name school, big name known schoolboy
Mm-hmm.
team.
Yeah.
It will take one of those to beat Tintin.
Then Pearson or one of them Monday, or Duncan
They
or
don't,
one of them Monday.
they don't feel
No,
like
I mean
they don't
like
feel
a
like that.
Texas or a JC or a
They don't feel like
Clarendon.
that. They
Yeah.
don't feel like that is big enough.
The ball is round, so it is possible. It is possible.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
That's a more cycle than Dintil, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
know.
We know what about.
You know,
We're not about 98, you know, or 1962. You know what about what
when by,
happened to
when mean
football
by, what
today?
you mean? What
No,
you mean
no,
by 98?
no. Me not about history. Me not about
So
what
like,
happened now.
so like this reggae
Like,
boys, man.
I said,
What about what happened now, Shaz? Not when, not back in the. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think they did
time
like
tell one.
Dwayne said, Mr. Campbell said, Mr. Richard said, I think the game will be closer than people think. Stats are a young team, but they are determined. Dintil technical are organized and a little bit more experienced. And the organized, you know, get from Dintil, I come from the defense. Solid defensive organization. Man, I basically have most about 5 captain in that team. Mr. Richard said Dintil will start as favorites and could win by a 1-goal margin. All right, so we think we cover everything. Won't go any further. At least we hit the 1 hour mark. We hit the 1 hour mark, and again, Dintil I mean talking point again. Dintil get famous now. Dintil get famous. All right, so Shaz, anything you want to say?
Well, the people need to let the stop and like the button, the channel. And we have to give thanks to all the persons. Like when Fabian never get the chance to come on when the 10K run, you know what I mean?
No, you know, so overnight it happened. I mean, maybe have the service when it happened. I mean, they at church.
But, well, I have to give shout out thanks to all the persons who contribute with the simplest of tasks at hand, which is subscribe and liking the videos. To reach a platform. So I think you should change the running board and now where you say, oh, we want to reach 10K now.
Yeah.
But we're grateful for all the persons who have been supporting the channel over the years, and for this particular year, to be exact, because there was a target, and the target has reached, and it couldn't be possible without the people. I would just want you all to keep on smashing the like button and subscribe to the channel, and invite your friends, your family, even your young kids, because when there is no indecent or inappropriate language talking on this sports channel for any causes. So you can invite even your grandmother or somebody close down the line. You know what I mean? Maybe just born the other day. We know everybody have smartphone now and it automatically connect to YouTube. So just give you one like and all the best show of the year. Yeah, no, as a Fabian say, don't set no task for the whole year. Just get up and go do it. But all the best, and hopefully we get some great football from these schools tomorrow. You know what I mean? Big up.
All right. Fabian?
Boy, Shaz cover almost every single thing.
That's too much now.
Take it yourself.
No, man, it's good, man. It's good. I mean, people like.
Me not like Gunnar Shan just come out and make a little shot, a little analyst and do a whole panel thing with them. So we come give a shout out respect to the people.
He is going to, because him can tell you, like, me tell him say, we are get 10K before a year, then I make sure.
Fabian, it is extra work.
Yeah, man, if we just talk to the people, man, I mean, with this, you know, we show a lot, you know, show and say, oh, the work is being done, you know. As I mean, in many aspects, many cases, this is the first news outlet for anybody to know anything about the country in terms of sports and the world works. From schoolboy level to to the reggae boys level. I mean, the Damari story. I think you're the first person who follow many of them on the platform here, and then you're the first person to talk about it this morning. So it's like it's something the people out there looking forward to. It's like them anticipating the news when it come out. Like, yeah, man, go now, tell me something new, you know. And everybody every time people say, yo, jump and go check it out and check out our bulletin, yeah.
My Twitter account, I get the first update them. My Twitter account get the first update them. You see the Damari news, last year, July, me get the information. Last year, July, me get the information. But what me do, me show you exactly what me do. I say me can bring it. Don't
show your secret. Don't show your source. Them are
no, me not show my source, man.
Know that the information accurate. Remember when we said Tapa get sacked? Oh, them murder. You remember them murder we?
Them murder, man.
After you spread propaganda. Them not say, yo, yeah.
It happened.
Well, let me run through some outlets. So this was December. What the Damari the first this start. So basically, even when we make a publishment about Anthony Grant in regards to him not playing at Swindon Town, people murder me for that. When we say Nico Brett, one time I said Nico Brett, I got New Mexico United. People murder me for that as well. So who am I go? Where am I left Birmingham Legion to go? And see there. Let me show you something. Let me show you who retweet it as well. Let me say, you never show the retweet. Let me show you.
No, man, I thought details I give people on, man.
All right.
Charles, much details. Let them wonder where your source is.
I'm not show my source, man. What me I show is the first time me make a publishment about Damari. The first time. This was done in me can't remember me not get the date, but me I bring the first publication. And someone sent me updates, man. Blows and scars, sir. That's I'm telling the people who don't follow. You need to follow my social account.
Military. While you search for that, you can give my last few words while you search for that, because I will leave. So people follow the socials. Military Guna, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. All right. If you think that schoolboy football is the only thing that we discuss, if you like what you're seeing here, as we discuss schoolboy football, it is going to be a big year for this channel. It's going to be a big year for the Reggae Boys. We also the Reggae Boys content. It is going to be a very big year for the Reggae Boys as we track them all the way up to the World Cup. I mean, if you like how we analyze football, if you like how we talk about football and give you a chance to share your views and all of that, this is the place to be. Military is on its own 27.
Sita now.
You get it.
This was actually in July. This was actually in June. So what happened is that
I remember
what happened is that when we get the information, right? Him said, me have to make the connection myself. He said, when we get the information, he said, the person look at me and say, you have to go make the connection because you can't say me say no. They say, you have to go make the connection. I say, all right. So I sit down now and I say, oh, me can't look on this. So I go to boom and go up on Instagram profile. I go up on Instagram profile and I go to boom and I search it. I say, no man, but not follow England FA. He was following England FA, he unfollowed England FA, and he started following JFF. So, I said, so this is now I go to boom now. This is on me right. Damari to play for the Reggae Boy with the question mark. Recent actions of the player point in only one direction, that is to play for the Reggae Boys. Could this be Leon Bailey doing unfollowed England football team and started to follow the JFF? No. After that now, after the publication, the person from the first page, the person will give me the information now that are from the first page, like it posts. So guess what now people now can find it. Even if you go search, you now can find it. Who? Because this is a new post, a new pages. So now I go so boom now. I'm wait. So till I just get a boom, a DM. And the man say, hey, things start out, you know. I say, hey. I said, really? Man said, Wagwan. I asked him Wagwan. He said, Wagwan. He said, there was issues with him last game. Thinking grandparents, them have GREY, and that depend him parents' birth paper, GREY, in which it should have been GRA, and that sort out. Then now, man then say, link me and say, it sort out. And the man then link me sort out. I say, all right. Boom, now, I just drop the updates. Then now, for everything, people, just know that I work with some people where I didn't even know that then people are really reach out to me. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised that then people are reach out to me. But people, anyways, I want to know what we're going now. I'm have a touch road. Damien Sorrell said the Jamaican Fabrizio. No, sir. Another particular person take the name there already. So I'm just military goon. I'm just military goon. So big up people. Thanks Fabian for coming on. Shaz, massive respect for coming on. People, massive respect for continued support. And we are coming with a whole lot of things this year. So just continue tuning into the program and we can tell you. People, and not only update alone, because for some reason, every time people come watch a video, like something new, they might expect to see. But they expect to see something new and fresh. People come on, man. We do regular reporting as well. And every time you have this big news to drop, we do regular reporting as well. So thanks people for everybody for coming on. Shaz, Fabian, and always there, 100% respect the support.
Yeah.
And I see you guys again. Look out people for more things coming. And I didn't tell me think I go win this championship cup, the champion cup, So I could see you gonna. See there, Sudan football, Martin Bud starts to say the Man City